ready to go.
I have the fan
Louis Town. They had a tournament back in 1986 and went out there and won second place.
I play mini golf because I've got a pig in the livestock convention down the road.
They call me Ace. I'm the youngest one out here. I'm in my rookie season, and I'm ready to show everyone what I can do.
I play mini golf because I turn 30 next month. It's about the only sport I can keep playing.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Monday afternoon. It's Putt Tour here in Branson, Missouri at Brookside Mini Golf. JT Tilley here along with UFC Hall of Famer Mark the Hammer Coleman. And today we have two trios, professional putters looking to make a name for themselves and a run for the money, Mark, and I'm excited.
I'm excited everybody come here to putt, and they brought their costumes. Looking good, everybody.
Absolutely. We're going to go now down to the first hole with Dallin Getling, our host, and our first three putters.
All right, we are here with our first group of putters. They are ready and raring to go. I have Eric Feige. Eric, grab one of these. Don't look at it yet. And Max Savard. Go ahead, Max. Mike Seawald. Thank you. All right, so Eric, you are, I don't know if this is this like a Halloween thing? Like, it's very festive orange.
Day to day. Day to day.
Yeah, I like the hat especially.
I like to be noticed.
Okay, well, you've got no problem there. So how have you been? You've been here before, you've played on the course, but today's, how is the wind affecting things?
Can't hit the ball, you should go someplace else.
Oh, he's not going to be affected by the wind.
Wind.
Yes. Okay, so no big deal.
Nope.
All right. Well, let me ask you this: if there is a secret conspiracy that you actually believe to be true, what would that be?
Well, whoever's in charge of this thing put me in with Max and Mike. I ranked third. I'm just saying.
Okay.
Couldn't throw me a bone.
Gotcha. Yeah, I was thinking you were going to drop some big political bomb, but that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That too, but
Yeah.
it's
so
mixed
now
company.
You've got nothing to lose, though, right?
Amen.
Yeah, just be aggressive and go for it.
Feel the rhythm, feel the rhyme, tee it up. It's butt whooping time.
Ooh, I like it. Okay, well, good luck, Eric. All right, Max, good to see you, buddy.
Good to see you.
I couldn't help to notice that you got matching socks, but you got different shoes on. Is there? Did you just go on a shopping spree?
Yeah, after last week's match, I got a call from my mom, and she said, "Man, the camera's always focusing on your shoes, so you got to get new, good-looking shoes." So
No way.
this week I went out. Other than practicing all week, I took a bit of time to go get those shoes. So
Well, they're sharp, man.
yeah. Now I got the Canadian colors, so red, white.
Okay. Well, very good, representing. So let me ask you this: is there any irrational fear that you have?
I don't have a lot of fears. I didn't grow up in an environment where we had a lot of fears. We were pretty encouraged to love and not fear. So So I'm gonna say I don't have one.
No fears.
I have fear, but no irrational fears.
Oh, okay. I was hoping maybe that's a dare that we got to see if we can scare him.
I'm scared of his head there, but the Putt King is gonna take me down now.
All right, man. Well, good luck to you. All right, I'm here with Mike, and Mike, I know we're kind of joking, but I know you're kind of going through a little bit of a tough time.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to talk to you too much beforehand. Have we heard anything about Chuck?
Yeah, Chuck's MIA, man. We have not seen him in a long time, so we're asking anybody out there that can give us help, to give us help.
So yeah, you might know Chuck had competed here before, and I guess you haven't heard from him for a while. Do you have a picture by chance?
I do have a picture on here. Yeah, I got a picture. If anybody can help with us, that'd be great. I know you don't see the front face, but it's kind of like me a bit.
Yeah, he's one of the triplets.
Yeah.
And he's usually running away from things anyway, right?
Yeah, he is. So anyways, if you see him, it'd be great.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Awesome. Awesome. So I'm going to ask you if you could add any rule to this game here today. What would it be? So obviously something that would maybe be an advantage to you and a disadvantage to them.
All right, so whoever read the most scripture this week
says the pastor.
you get minus 5 points.
Minus five. Well, okay. How much scripture have you read this week?
Not as much as him, I can assure you.
What about you, Max?
I did miss a few putts, and in French, when we curse with Christian words, though.
Okay. All right. Well, we're not going to implement that rule, but that's a great rule. That's a good idea. All right, guys. On the count of 3, I want you to go ahead and reveal what number you are. 1, 2, 3. And we got 1, 2, 3. That's the order, guys.
Just like we planned it.
That's right. Good luck, everybody.
Friends, it's hole 1. That's the first hole here at Brookside Mini Golf. It goes by the name hole 1, and so that's where we'll begin today. Hole 1 is an illustrious but difficult hole, and the chances, Mark Coleman, of a hole-in-one on this first hole, 17%. We get that number from our statistician. Excuse me, the wind is kicking up here, guys. It's almost like a small dust devil on the course. I can't help but think that's going to be a factor, but here the rules of Putt Tour is that we soldier on. And so with a 17.1% chance of a hole-in-one, our very first putter mark is the Putt King, Eric Feige.
Loves Halloween, the Pumpkin King.
No, not the Pumpkin King. It's the Putt King. Look at the size of that putt. Look at this guy. Big orange shoes, big orange hat. But when it's time to putt, he gets much more serious. And here we go. He's going to march down here.
Yeah, he did change his hat.
Yeah, he's down to put on a show, but Eric is here to make a name for himself as the Putt King.
Oh, that's going to make your stomach sink early.
And he's going to reach down and pick up the ball. And that's Eric Feige.
Local guy, huh?
Yeah, he lives here in Branson, Missouri. He is probably admittedly the least versed on this particular course, but a 3-putt,
the champ,
not completely out of the game yet. Now here we have Maximus Prime. Max is from Quebec, and he is also known around the world as the Hamburglar. Now he's just going to lazily putt. He doesn't care.
Nice.
He doesn't care. Max is going to stomp down here
in his Canada outfit, but I told him he's got blue on his shoes, so it's
red. So it's technically red, white, and blue. Max is our defending champion. He's going to look for his 3rd championship at Putt Tour today. That'll be his 3-peat, he says. And he's going to end round 1 with a 2-putt here now. Maximus Prime, #1 putter, ranked in Putt Tour currently. We get those statistics from our statistician, David Garduno. David Garduno, formerly known as David Gardino. And Mike with a great putt. Now, Mike is one of the famous Seawald brothers. They're a trio, triplets. Brian and Mike Seawald are signed to Putt Tour currently.
Let's see if he can keep it together.
And their brother Chuck, of course, is probably the most sought-after free agent in all of putting. And after 1 round, you can take a look here at the odds. So we've got Eric Feige as the long shot and Max Savard as the odds-on favorite. Brookside Mini Golf here in Branson, Missouri. Anytime you come to Branson, Missouri, the live entertainment capital of the Midwest, drop on by and take a look. They've got several courses to choose from, and our good friend Janet would be glad to welcome you with open arm. All right, Maximus Prime. Fancy little putt here. Hole 2 here at Brookside Mini Golf. It's a very challenging hole, but we did see Maximus Prime win in our 4th week episode this season with a hole-in-one in sudden death on this hole. Oddly enough, same socks, different shoes.
Nice.
And a 2
Saves
for Max Savard. You may remember Max last week winning. He might as well have been barefoot for the shoes he wore. He looked like a little homeless boy with shoes on that could have just come from any dumpster here in Branson. It was embarrassing, and his family had a conversation with him, and today he showed up with some new shiny whites, Mark.
Tough shot coming back.
Mike Seawald is a pastor, very successful on the regional scene, recently signed with Putt Tour. Both he and his brother Brian performed last week.
And struggled.
Oh! Frustrating for Mike. We've seen Mike at Putt Tour twice already. Some good performances, but he hasn't really had an opportunity to show his skills. And today the wind is definitely a factor. And here in the booth, it's definitely a factor for us as well.
Is it a factor out there?
Yeah, it's a big factor. Now, you can see here there's a big wall of rocks that are helping these guys on this hole, but this is a challenging hole. And as you can see, Eric Fiege will put himself in a tough position here.
One of the tougher holes on the course, I think.
I think so too.
I've played it a few times. Getting ready for a big one.
Eric Fiege is a part of Show Me Putters. It's a local group here in Branson, Missouri, and when we had our first qualifier, our Ozark Mountain qualifier, we saw several members of the Show Me Putters qualify. One of them was Don Luzader, another Justin Thomas. All right, and a 2 for Eric Fiege. What do you think about this outfit, Mark?
Great costume. He loves Halloween.
No,
like
it's not a Halloween costume. This is his everyday. This is he's representing the Show Me Putters. Their color is fluorescent orange.
You know, pumpkin orange.
No, he's not the Great Pumpkin. He's the Putt King. The Putt King, Eric Fiege, 1 over. Mike Seawald, 1 over. And our champion, Max Savard, even. Mike's going to lead off the 3rd hole. Mike's got a special little stance here with 1 leg up, 1 leg down, and a tiny little putt.
What?
Just a teeny tiny putt.
Oh, no.
Playing it safe. He's going to try to make this 5-footer here.
Man.
Look at his legs, Mark. It's like a pretty lady. Oh, and a 2. Well played, Mike Seawald. He's so smooth, like if he shaves, or maybe he just never had any leg hairs. I don't know. Nice legs on Mike Savard.
Not bad.
Excuse me, Mike Seawald.
Not bad for an older guy.
All right, the Democratic weather machine is working against our friend. Eric's going to hide behind this post, but I can still see him. All right, look at this. It's a challenging post. Challenging for him for many reasons. It's also challenging for the post. Here we go.
Ooh. I think
nice
this is one
putt.
Of the easier.
I'll tell you what, Eric's showing out. You know, Eric had a tough start on the first hole, but he's hanging in there now, and he's looking great. He's going to take a second here. The wind is definitely a factor at Brookside Mini Golf.
Smart step off.
In the background on the fence there, you can see a hater. That's David Neal. He's going to play later today, and he's wishing some bad energy on these guys so he can take the money home yet again. All right, here's Maximus Prime.
Ooh,
he's going to lean over the post as well. Looks not as challenging for Max. Matches his socks. It's always about the outfit for Max.
Straight putt.
A lot of wind. Max is going to go ahead and play it easy here. And it puts him in a good position. And we can see Doobie running through the parking lot. For those of you who don't watch Putt Tour weekly, our groundskeeper Doobie is prone to fits of rage and enjoyment every time someone drops a hole-in-one. He just absolutely loves them. Now his primary responsibility here is to keep detritus off of the greens, but Doobie always throws a hissy when someone dunks it. It's Eric Fiege and Mike Seawald, 1 over, and our champion Max is still in there, even.
Let's hope we get to see the clown, Doobie.
No, he's not a clown, Mark. He's a groundskeeper. He just that hair is natural. No, that's not a wig, man. All right, on the 4th hole, Eric's going to go ahead and get us started. Temporary break in the wind here. Eric's going to go ahead and stick his booty out here for the lady fans. Take a look at that. %19 chance of a hole-in-one. Oh, and he just almost snags it, Mark. Mark, you've played this course a few times. Is 4th hole challenging?
Well, you got to get a good bounce off the rock and hit it straight enough to go in.
Well, you make it sound so simple, Mark.
It was.
You should have told these guys.
Easy too. So now he's looking at a 3.
Oh, and this is a bad situation.
I've been here. Pull it together.
Oh, this is tough for Eric. Big gust of wind here. Oh, no!
Don't throw it.
Now, in the past, Eric has had an issue early in the course. He's going to face some adversity here. Sometimes it falls apart for him.
No.
Other times he pulls it together, and he drops it in for 5. But looky there, Mark. He bends over and picks it up, and you can see just a hint of frustration there on his.
He will be shook up
on his face.
Next
now,
hole.
Max is going to go through here, make a little pathway for the ball.
Does something like that affect the next putter?
You know, I wouldn't know about that, Mark. I would think probably not. It's probably just more fodder for entertainment, but I would say that Max is a professional here. Let's see if he can get the bounce back. Oh, and what a great putt. What a great putt. Max Savard in his new shiny white tennis shoes, he told me that he feels like he can jump higher and run faster than anyone out here.
He's out here early today giving the other putters tips, giving them the lines. Hopefully that doesn't come back to haunt him.
You should have taught him how to putt in the wind. All right, Mike Seawald. Oh, no, he gets a crazy bounce.
Nasty bounce.
Oh, my gosh, and he's going to be putting from the snack bar, which is good. Not a problem, but it's not the ultimate putt he wanted. So we're going to get a measure here. And Mike's going to go ahead. A little bit of an uphill windy putt, but I'm sure he can pull this together.
Gotta hit it hard.
Oh, and you can see there from home, guys, that was a count of the wind.
That's why you don't hit it so hard.
I mean, you should tell these guys, Mark, because I'll tell you now, they all look real frustrated when the wind takes the ball out of the hole for them. That's a 3 putt. And look at Mike, he's upset. We got to watch out. Sometimes he rages out, and it's difficult to be around him. It's very difficult when he's angry. I feel like an abused child.
Fall with his brother.
All right, Eric Fiege now 4 over. Mike Seawald 2 over, and Max Savard still even on this windy day in Kansas.
Max,
it's Putt Tour. Live from Brookside Mini Golf in Branson, Missouri, brought to you by Pro League Network. And Mark, it's a great day for mini golf. I'm just glad I'm not playing. How about you?
I'm excited to play. I wish I was playing. I'd rather be playing than sit beside you, JT.
Yeah, it must be intimidating. Max Savard's leading off the 5th hole. And there it is. Oh, hole in one. And oh, that's right, a chicken dinner for Max Savard. And here comes Doobie.
The clown.
No, he's not a clown. He's a pretty bunny. He's a beautiful bunny for Halloween. And Max shoving his finger questionably at the tail side of Doobie and then pretending it's at the camera. Yeah. Good save, Max. All right, here comes Mike Seawald, whose family wishes I hadn't said that. And if you look closely in the background, the mighty calves.
Yes.
The 2 blustering oaks of Eric Fiege. Yeah. Eric's a U.S. Army military veteran. But now he plays mini golf every day, Mark.
He's got the calves to do it.
He's a calf heavy dude. All right, nice putt by Mike. He's just kind of under the radar here, waiting for a moment to strike. But of all three of our competitors in this first trio, Mike does resemble the most likely look of a serial killer. Putt King with a straight putt right to the left, about a foot over by the leaf and to the wall. So you got a lot of ups and downs there. A lot of experiences, but no hole-in-one yet from the Putt King. He's the king of putts, Mark.
Yes, I got it now. Not today.
Nice putt. That's what it's all about right there. He leans down, picks up the ball, and it's Eric Fiege with a 2.
Solid 2, save par.
There's a rare look at Doobie running around with the leaf blower. Now that's not necessarily meaning he's doing any work, but he is present at his job today. Max Savard now moves to 1 under. Mike and Eric still struggling, but in it. Moving into the 6th hole. This is a fun hole, but treacherous. Chances of a hole-in-one on the 6th hole, 0, Mark. In fact, most of these guys are probably not even going to attempt.
I can do it.
I know you could. All right, Mike Seawald.
Ooh.
Nice putt.
Good looking putt there.
He's going to be happy with the 2 on this hole. Mike really holds it together. He keeps his excitement in, but he's an intense guy. Both he and his brothers, really intense individuals. But Mike could snap at any moment, ladies and gentlemen, and that's why he's here. And that's why we've got medical professionals here on site this week. All right.
Getting into a groove.
Mike's picking up steam here. Staying in the number 2 spot. And down at the bottom, we've got the Pumpkin King.
Putt King.
Putt King, I'm sorry. Jeez, I'm a crow. All right, looking for the bounce back. Oh, and it goes awry. Well, now that sucks.
He didn't
so
hit
far
the right rock at all.
Yeah, it's a very challenging course. You gotta hit the blocks, these landscaping blocks that they use around the course. You gotta hit them just right. It's if you hit one of the cracks, Mark, you break your mother's back.
Yes.
And good shot of Eric Fiege there, picking up the ball. And whoa, look at that! That was awesome. Like he was resheathing his sword.
Yeah.
That's awesome. All right, here we've got the Hamburglar stepping up to bat. And he's looking for the bounce back. And again, this is what can happen. If the ball traveled just a few more feet, there's an incline there. It would take it down into the sand trap, and then you're fighting for your life. So this is a safe putt, but it's very important that he drops this in 2 to maintain his lead and, more importantly, make his way to the final round today, Mark, where our putters will play sudden death for $1 million. I'm estimating.
His confidence is through the roof.
All right, Max Savard 1 under still after 6 holes. Eric Fiege 4 over. Mike Seawald 2 over. 25% of the time, hole 7 will see a hole-in-one, Mark, and I would imagine that Max Savard is going to get fancy here. Eric Fiege looks like he's dodging cars. And here we go.
He needs this one.
He does. Gonna go right into the water.
25% of the time, I don't
24%.
believe that.
That's coming straight from Garduno.
No,
Garduno the Great
every
says
time.
it. Oh. One thing we've not seen Eric Fiege with a hole-in-one yet at Putt Tour, but we're going to hope for one today, and this was an opportunity. But a 2-putt is respectable here.
I'd like to see more guys not go through that water. I don't.
Oh, I've just received word from Garduno. Garduno says no, 2.4% of the time.
I knew it. Nobody gets hole-in-one.
I stand corrected by Mark Coleman on my mini golf.
Course.
I'm so sorry. Sorry, Garduno.
My memory's great.
We got a lot of letters and calls from the Garduno cartel, Mark. They were upset with me. I was pronouncing his name.
His putt.
I don't need his.
It was beautiful. He had his leg up in the air. He one-legged putted it.
Yeah, but it
went in because of it.
See, Mark, it was going to go in, and then you cursed it with all this baloney about the one-legged punt.
One leg through the crotch.
I was trying to tell you
one
about
leg through the crotch putt.
I got a call from the Garduno crime family. They were upset with me that I had been announcing the name Gardino instead of Garduno. So I want to make sure and apologize to the auntie.
So it's Gardino?
It's Garduno.
Well,
it's Garduno.
Right.
Your life depends on it, Mark. That's why I've got it written over here on this card right here.
Garduno!
That's right. No, this is Max Savard.
Oh.
But David Garduno, from our stats, tells us there's a .024 chance of a hole in one
green,
here.
You got a little better shot. You got a little better chance. I know that.
Oh!
See?
Holy smokes, Mark. I'd like to see that in slow motion later.
Not even close.
Wow. Satan did that. What happened there was it was going to be a hole in one, but Mike is anointed by Jesus, and Satan said, no, not today. Not at this hole. You got to earn it. So we're going to go ahead and move forward, and that means we're going to the illustrious 8th hole. It's right before the 9th, and just as predicted by my good friend just off camera, we've got Max Savard 1 under, Eric Fiege 5 over. Mike Seawald holding strong at 2 over, and the wind is suddenly not a factor, so let's see what we can do here while the wind has died down a bit. Max Savard played 3 times on this course. He's yet to have a hole-in-one on the 8th hole. In fact, the only player at Putt Tour currently that has had a hole-in-one on this hole is David Neal, who has had 2. Max with it. Oh, and he gets attacked by Doobie. One of the worst takedown attempts I've ever seen, Mark. Well, present company excluded. Max Savard with a hole-in-one and a weird hand jive that didn't really come across like he hoped.
Practice.
All right, here's the serial killer, Mike Seawald. I wonder sometimes when he putts, does he think, oh, what if this was an axe or a ball batter? He just looks like he could destroy an entire crowd of people quickly if you didn't keep him in line. Look how pretty that was.
Delicate.
Mike Seawald, he's a technician. Mike likes to stay in the shadows. He doesn't like a lot of attention, probably because he doesn't want to be recognized.
For the par, but he's going to need to do more.
But Mike Seawald, great guy, flying under the radar, but in the number 2 spot in this first round. And here we've got Eric Fiege, the putt king.
Ooh, not happy with that.
Oh, man, that's rough. He is the reigning king of putts, though. He is the putt king, and I was there. I saw the pageant and the talent division portion. He absolutely kicked ass. It was crazy.
Maybe.
Yeah,
switch your hat back and see what happens.
He does tap dancing. He does a tap dancing thing with a ventriloquist thing. And there it is.
Yep.
2 for Eric. Yeah, he does a neat thing, like he can sing like different styles of music and stuff, and he doesn't get out of breath while he's tapping, but he also has a whole puppeteering thing. He's incredible, but he is the reigning 2024 Putt King, Taney County, Missouri. Yeah. Been competing since 14 in that pageant. Swimsuit. He had a swimsuit competition, bright orange. Everything was just right on point, man. But today he's 5 over at Brookside Miniature Golf with Pro League Network's Putt Tour, and he's currently opening a can, courtesy of Max Savard, the Quebecian Prince. This
could use a hole-in-one here. Make up some ground.
Mike's playing it safe here. Going to go ahead and drop this one in 2, and he's just waiting for his moment to strike. Last week we saw a competitive match from his brother Brian. They're fantastic. They're both pastors and great guys. In fact, their church is just about a block away from Pro League Network Studios here in Branson, Missouri, so we see them a lot.
I definitely.
Okay, we got an audible here, Mark. At the last second, Eric Fiege decides to mix it up here, and he's going to start. Something. Oh my gosh, this is a big chance he's taking. Look at this. He's not even going to lean on the pole. He's just going to support his own weight. And that's probably one of the best putts we've seen from Eric today.
Yes.
And wow, he just pulled that out of his ass at the last second. Look at this. Eric Feege with a 2-putt, picking up steam here, just making up the rules as he goes along and showing everybody why he is the reigning 2024 Junior Putt King, Taney County, Missouri. Unbelievable. Hamburglar coming up here in his new shoes. And he's just going to go ahead and take this hole in one. And let's go. And here we've got Doobie coming on strong. He's going to get a chest bump here from Doobie. And Doobie's very excited. He loves hole-in-ones, but also it's a windy day, so he's going to get right back to work here at Brookside Mini Golf in Branson, Missouri, where every day is a holiday, as long as you agree politically. It's Max Savard, 3 under. Mike Seawald, 2 over. Eric Feege, 5 under. Over. 5 over. That's good. That's good to have that many points in every sport.
Huh?
All right, Mark, it's the end of the first half of this course, and so we're going to go down to the 9th hole, and we're going to have an interview with Dallin Getling, our host, and our current leader, Max Savard. Let's go down there now.
Inside 18 inches, we can just bang the putts in and don't have to play break. As soon as you have to play some break with putts that are going to be at really slow speed, that's where the wind is really affecting the ball. So as long as you're aggressive with your stroke, as long as you got good putts that you can be aggressive with, then the wind is manageable.
You got to balance it out because you don't want to be too aggressive, right? You have the lead at this point.
Exactly. Right now, I'm going to try to make again, like I said last week, good putts, roll the ball. There's a lot of aces that can be made on the back nine. The little Seawald Quinn there is getting hot. So I saw him get a few times in practice a 2-3 triggered in a row. So I'm looking forward to see what happens.
All right, man. Well, good luck.
All right, take care. Thanks.
And we're back, Mark. It's hole 10. Hole 10. So far of today's competitors, only Max Savard has dropped one in one putt on hole 10. And I'll tell you, Mark, hole 10 is it's an illustrious hole here. But the thing is, with wind like this, it's at the back of the course. It's on flat ground. It's really going to be treacherous. What do you have to say about hole 10, Mark?
It looks simple to me. Just shoot it straight.
Just
make
putt it straight.
With a little spin on it.
Okay, so just hit it straight. Man, this wind is unbelievable, friends.
And hit it hard today.
Half of the broadcast booth is in the air, and it's going to be difficult for anybody to putt in this situation. Now you can take a look at the guys here. They're asking, what do we do? And the general rule here at Putt Tour is that you continue all gameplay. You don't stop the game for the weather. Same would be said, Mark, if it were raining. The only exception to that would be a fire. If there was a fire, we would continue putting. We would just have you run in and save everyone at the last second. All right, the Putt King on the 10th hole. Look at this, Mark. Fantastic putt. And he's going to strut down here and drop this in 2. And there you have it. The Putt King's coming on strong here. Had a little bit of a tough first few holes, but he's now looking pretty good. And here comes the Hamburglar, Mark. Our defending champion, Maximus Prime, Max Savard. He's been here all week practicing on the course. And so far in the history of Putt Tour, he's the only man to drop it in. This is his second hole-in-one on this hole. And Max Savard having this course wired. He's glad to see Doobie. They're old friends, and every time Doobie shows up, that means there's money being made. So congrats to Max Savard. He has mastered hole 10. And now the serial killer, Mike Seawald. All right, a straight putt.
Firm.
Oh, wow. That's the second time today that Mike's hit a putt just a little too hard. It's like he's got an anger issue that he's hiding from us. He's very angry, and he's feeling destructive. He's just knocking the absolute brakes off of this ball, and I'm just wondering who he's mad at and if their life is in danger. Here's his second putt. Oh, and you can. This is a dangerous individual, Mark. We need him to make this third putt for the community. And he does it. Well done.
Cringe.
Yeah, he's upset. He's upset. We do have security on staff here at Brookside Mini Golf, so if he does get out of control, we do have some safety for you, Mike. But Eric Feesh, 5 over. Max Savard, 4 under. Mike Seawald about to snap. All the putters here at Putt Tour play with Encore balls. Encore balls get you some.
They're my favorite balls. Second favorite.
Yeah, of course. Thank you. All right, Max Savard with his off-brand Pumas here. He's going to go ahead and go in and spring into action. And as always, his backup plan is not too shabby. He's going to take a 2-putt here, and as you can see from some of the foliage, Mark, the wind is picking up and it's becoming much more challenging. Max has been here practicing all week. He's been putting around 34, 35.
Go.
He said that's a goal today.
Cruising.
But the wind is an issue. Yeah, and you can see there he's not real happy.
The winner advances to the sudden death, and then the next highest score.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. We'll have both of our winners of our first trio and our second trio, and then we'll have the wild card, which will be the lowest score otherwise. Look at this here. Super fast putt from Mike. It's another sign of a man on the edge. There's too much power in his putts. You can see the rage. It's just coming out of his fingertips, and it's irrevocable. Mike Seawald, tough putt here. And he nails it. Mike's hanging in there. He's had a couple of rough holes, Mark, but all in all, not looking horrible. And with the wind as such, it is possible that he could snag that wild card spot. Eric needs to pick up some steam here. Look at this.
There you go!
Eric Feej with a hole-in-one. Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Eric Feej, the putt king. Look at this.
Yeah. Look at that. I didn't know.
You see he's doing the thing where he puts his putter in like it's a sword. That's like as if he has a scabbard. Man, that's awesome.
Grinded through the wind to do that.
Hey, do you think when he's at his house, Mark, he does that like with his wife, like with the remote control or like with the ladle and stuff in the kitchen? Like she wants to have it, and then he's like, no, and then like.
That's his go-to. Of course he does.
That's a cool move, man. Yeah. The putt king with his scabbard move. That's awesome. All right, Max Savard. Remember when I first met Max, he was probably one of the most animated putters here at Putt Tour, but now on this tour there are quite a few crazy people. We've got a guy that wears his wife's shoes. We've got a serial killer. There's a big head guy. We got a dude that could bend metal with his mind. There's one guy that's got a claw for a hand. It's really become a lot of top-level talent here, Mark. Yourself included.
Ooh.
All right, this is a tough hole.
What'd you say about me?
I said this is a tough hole, tough old hole. Difficult to deal with. No one's ever really scored in competition a hole-in-one on this hole except for Mark the Hammer Coleman, who got an absolute lucky putt once. I saw it myself.
True
it was
story.
Total slop, but it was in competition, and so Mark Coleman is the reigning putt king of hole 10.
Yep. I'm hoping everybody misses, to be honest. Forever.
All right, Eric Fish. He's going to go ahead and ride the wave
It
here.
almost can't be done.
That's a pretty little putt. Here it goes. Oh, I would love to have seen
not
that.
Not even close.
I want to see the scabbard move again. This is an awesome thing that Eric started. I've not seen anyone do this. And I think if Doobie sees it a few more times, we might end up with an impromptu sword fighting contest. I mean, with their little putters.
Rock position.
Nice putt.
Yeah,
Eric is back. Eric Fish, the putt king, representing the Show Me Putters and Encore Balls. Getting it done today at Putt Tour. Now here's our champion, Max Savard, Maximus Prime, Mark.
He won't back off.
No.
He'll go for it.
Look at this pretty putt. And it's in!
Oh, no!
Holy smokes! Max Savard taking the crown from Mark Coleman. And here comes Doobie. Wow, Max Savard. Good looking dude, Max. He looked like he could sell you some auto
anybody,
parts.
I guess him.
I mean, to me, he looks like he could sell you some auto parts. He's a nice looking gentleman. I bet he's got a dresser drawer full of cool golf shirts.
I'm talking about the hole-in-one. He got one, and I wasn't happy about it, but I'm going to accept it.
I know, man. I was just trying to dissuade people from understanding what had happened there. Yeah. I was proud of you for that one moment, and then I realized that you weren't the greatest. You weren't the greatest.
Not on hole 10.
No. Not on any of these holes, really, but it's okay, man. You don't have to be the best at everything. You don't even have to be the best at anything. You just have to be yourself, Mark.
Which is
people
the
like
best.
you.
I am the best.
You'll be the best Mark Coleman that I know. But to be honest, there's a lot of people named Mark Coleman around the world, and a lot of them are probably talented people with a lot going for them. So we don't want to make assumptions here. You're okay. Pumpkin King with a big shot here, and it's going to drop right in. Oh, no. He rages out, screams at the ball, and the ball says, no, F you and the B. And he takes it, too. Eric Fish putting on a great show here at Brookside Mini Golf, Mark, and he's wearing your colors, or one of them. Look at the shoes here of our host, Dallin Getling.
Ooh, solid.
Dallin's a snappy dresser for Putt Tour. He's got a cool little wardrobe, but it's starting to get to the point where the putters are starting to outdress him. And I know Dallin, that's not gonna last for long. Strong putt. He's looking for the bounce back, and he gets it, Mark. Max Savard just needed the wind to die down, and he's going to provide some wind of his own.
Dominating today.
Look at that.
Is he beatable?
Max is beatable next week, Mark. As you know, here live Monday afternoon from Brookside Mini Golf, we're bringing back all of the champions from the first season of Putt Tour. They're all going to compete They're all going to compete with each other, and we're going to crown a final champion for the season. And then we'll be back in December for season 2.
All the money, $5 million?
$5 million, yes, sir. That's how much money you said. Oh, and did you see that? Mike had a nice putt there, and then as he picked the ball up, he lost it. It fell back in. It's an embarrassing little kind of nerdy thing that he did there, and it's really working against the whole serial killer image that he's building. But it is what it is, man.
Just got to keep it together for 4 more holes.
He lives on the edge, man. He lives on the edge. Eric Fish, 4 over. Mike Seawald, 3 over, and a small tornado taking all of our equipment from Brookside Mini Golf in Branson, Missouri. Holy smokes. Our winner this afternoon with a bullet in our first round, Mark, is going to be Max Savard. The only thing that could stop that at this point is a small miracle for the other competitors, or maybe an actual tornado. But right now, Max is putting on a clinic, and that's going to move him most likely to our final round, where he'll play the winner of our next trio along with the wild card in a sudden death matchup for $81 million. Oh, man. Man, this is tough. This is tough because Max isn't going to have anything to blame this on. He's not going to have the wind to blame it on. He can't blame it on anything other than himself. And so, Max, I hope that you understand.
Oh, no.
Oh, my gosh, Max.
Got him, too.
You've just absolutely let yourself down in front of all of America, Max. This is embarrassing. Oh, Oh, he chokes.
Yeah.
That's right. And he knows it, and he hears me. Oh, my gosh. Max Savard still going to make his way to the final round, most likely, but he's showing us a chink in his little armor there, Mark.
Cracked the door a little bit open. Let me see.
Mike Seawald. Strong putt.
Needs the hole in one. Probably eliminate him, don't
You can tell by the way he's walking here that the rage is still there. All the tension, all the anger. This guy is on the edge of just absolutely snapping, but somehow he's pulling it together. Look, he's going to do his famous beveled putt here with 1 foot up, 1 foot down. All right, and he's going to go ahead and pull this home. Mike Seawald, ready to do some damage. The famous Seawald brothers, Mike and Brian Seawald, and of course Chuck. He's the superstar of the family. We're looking hopefully to have Chuck back at Putt Tour very soon.
Not a pretty putt, just whacked it.
All right, we're going to get a measure here, and then Eric Fiege is going to try to make this 6-footer, and he's going to be fancy, put his heel, one heel up on the little look at that, that's awesome. Oh, that's rough. Do you think it was because of the way he had his heel up, Mark?
No, everybody else that judge that, JT.
I don't do that.
Well, I don't do it. I'm not everybody. You usually get a 3-5 on this hole, don't you?
Yeah. I'm really good at putting. Getting hit a lot of times. Eric Fiege, 5 over. Mike Seawald, 3 over. And Max Savard, 4 under. All the putters here at Putt Tour putting with Encore balls today, and everyone loves them. Encore balls, check them out, encoregolf.com. And while you're at it, take a look at these shoes. Our host, Alan Getling, always a snazzy dresser and always one to get leaps off the green, Mark. Ironic.
This, of course, will force you into different positions, but you got to be ready for that.
Now here on this hole, Mark, you typically go up the hill. Are you right? These guys,
yes.
These pros go around the side of the little mountain here.
I like going up the hill.
Look at this.
Challenge myself.
Oh no, and there's a little bit of an incline here. The earth shifts temporarily, and the mighty calves of Mike Seawald are in trouble. Oh, this is rough. It's going to roll back down here. And now, this is tough. You can see the steam coming off the top of the head of Mike Seawald.
This will get you.
He's a very dangerous man. Oh, thank God. Thank God.
Disgusting. There you go, buddy. Check the hole.
Look at that. Mark, that's inappropriate. Orange Julius teeing off here. A lot of wind. He's going to go up the hill, Mark. Does he have the power, Mark?
It's late in the game. I don't know. Barely.
Oh, he does it.
Just barely.
All right, it's going to come out the little hole in the back. And he was looking for the bounce back, but it's okay. He's got a good leave here. But a nice gust of wind could change that.
Pretty
and here's
tough
one
lead
now.
Here.
Putt King to the right.
You know what I'm saying?
Oh, and it's back in. Nice job, Eric.
Is it going to be enough?
You know, you have to ask yourself, Mark, is part of the issue here with Eric's game the fact that he started with that big hat on and then took it off? Now he's got this tiny hat on. It's probably squeezing his head.
Mess you up, man.
Yeah, his head probably hurts from the tiny hat.
Definitely.
Here's a look at the nice, good side of
95% mental. 10% physical. Is that 105?
105%. Yeah. Max Savard, one of the most talented putters in the game today. Fun guy to play mini golf with. Fun guy to watch play mini golf. And when we started to realize that today was going to be an extremely windy day, Max said, bring it on. He said, bring it on. And looky there, he's going to get another 2. And he's pleased with that. That'll take him to the final if he can just keep up his momentum. And there's another look at Brookside Mini Golf. It's the end of the season here in Branson, Missouri. We've got one more episode. Next week, it's our finale, and it's the Champion Series. All of our champions from this season will return here to Brookside Mini Golf in a battle royale for the money. Only one man will remain standing, Mark. David Neal will be back. Justin Thomas, Rainey Statham, Maximus Prime. It's going to be a logjam, Mark, a total sausage party, and I, for one, cannot wait to watch.
I'm going to have a blast. I don't care. I don't care.
I know. I know. Got to check sometimes, though. All right, Pumpkin King teeing off. Look at this. Oh!
No, he will.
Unbelievable. It's Eric Feige.
Still alive.
And look at this. He's going to do a high five. Was it one of those weird high fives like the non-jocks do, where it's like you don't brace for any kind of impact? It's just like you're going to make contact with the hand, but still a great hole, man.
Did he even get off the ground?
No, he didn't. It wasn't like a jumping high five. It was like a patty cake. He was just celebrating. This puts a lot of pressure here on nobody, actually. That doesn't put any pressure on anybody. That's just a cool moment for Eric. Here comes Max with the Hamburglar socks. Look, he knows that we made fun of his shoes. He's trying to hide that fake Puma swash over there behind the landscaping blocks, but you can kind of tell by the way he walks that he's gotten these shoes at Walmart. Here, look at this. Look, he's got a callus on his left foot. That's why he's not getting any hole-in-ones. Look at that. Look at it.
Fatigue must be setting in.
Aren't those are breakdancing shoes, Max?
Yeah.
Oh, no.
It's falling apart here.
It's the shoes.
Sudden death. Anything can happen.
Last week he had on his old drunk uncle's shoes, and he shot and won. Tonight he's got on these weird like amateur tennis shoes. It's like the high school tennis school release.
Grimaces.
Yeah, it was crazy. I don't know. All the money he makes winning putt tours, what's he spending it on, man? Probably socks. The tiny calves of Mike Seawald. Look at this. Mike is a technician. He's a fantastic putter. And at any moment, Mike can strike. I've seen it many times. He just kind of lays under the water, waits for his opportunity. But today, Max is not giving him that opportunity. And Mike looks like he's just about to go ballistic with that putter, Mark. And if he does, I'll protect you.
I hope so.
I've got martial arts training. Hole 16. Hole 16 is an illustrious hole here at Brookside Mini Golf, and according to our statistician, David Garduno, I just took our lives in my hand. According to our statistician, David Garduno, 0.122% of the time, you're going to see a hole-in-one on this hole. Only the great Mark Coleman has done it in competition. Look at this, Mark. Max is going to make a liar out of us. Look at this.
Just short.
And Maximus Prime, just always one to entertain the camera. Good-looking dude and loves the fans. If you haven't followed him yet on TikTok, he's also quite a decent dancer. Probably one of the better mid-40s aged TikTokers out there. He does a lot of cool TikTok dances and also a lot of neat recipes and stuff. So follow him on TikTok.
What, the Canadian fans follow him?
I don't know that he has any followers. Serial killer Mike Seawald. Oh my gosh. Something bad's going to happen. Mike Seawald is absolutely livid. Look at his face.
Face says it all.
You can see by the way he sort of looked to the right at the cameraman that the cameraman needs to back off a little bit. If you can hear me, just back off a little bit, Jesse. All right, Eric Feige, the putt king. Oh, look there. See there, Mark? Look at the little leaf there.
Yeah.
Was the leaf a factor, Mark? Did the leaf stop the ball?
Probably.
Oh my gosh.
Probably.
Now this is a problem here. Doobie's going to be in trouble for this. He's going to call him in the office, and Doobie's going to have to eat some crow. But not the putt king. He's going to. Oh no.
Backhands it in.
Oddly, that backhanded little putt there that's probably the highlight part of Eric's game today. That was a really good putt. And here we are. It's the end of the game, and we've got Eric and Mike 5 over. Max Savard 3 under. And what that means is that Max can get a 7 on this hole and most likely still make it to the final. So that's going to be our winner, Max Savard. He's fantastic to watch play, and he's a great guy overall. But Eric and Mike, just a bit of a bad day, and I'm going to go ahead and let them blame the wind, Mark. There's been a lot today.
They're playing for a lot on this last hole, them two, personally.
Okay, now Eric Feige here has grabbed the net that we use to retrieve the balls from the water, and either he's going to putt with it because he thinks it's going to improve his game, or he's dropped one of his balls into the water, possibly both.
He was sneaking a snack, wasn't he?
Yeah, I don't really understand that metaphor, but I do think probably it's accurate. All right, Mike Seawald is going to go ahead and take all of these little pieces of detritus off of the green here.
That's frustration flicks.
Mike Seawald, fantastic putter. We'll see him next season at Putt Tour, I am sure. But today, a little bit of a frustrating round for him. Just going to get that leaf out of the cup there, Mark, in case he gets the putt in and the leaf makes it come back out. That's why he did that. Booyah, and it was the right move. Mike Seawald, ladies and gentlemen.
Might have had a side bet on this game, so
maybe I doubt that Mike Seawald would have a side bet, but that is a good thing, man.
Well, I had a side bet on it, so
I understand. Mike's a very religious.
I'm all pumpkin king.
He's a very religious guy, man. So no side betting for Mike, but definitely a serial killer. He's probably going to kill 2-3 boxes tonight in frustration. Putt King, big orange shoes, going to get it done, and booyah! He and Mike are going to tie this first round. And Max Savard has completely dominated them and will move to the final round. Brookside Mini Golf in Branson, Missouri. It's our home away from home for Pro League Network, the purveyors of niche sports. And Putt Tour is our new creation for this season, and it has been a fun season, Mark. Max Savard going to go ahead and hit this and step into the final. And Max is going to go ahead and find our host, Dallin Getling, for the post-round interview. But, Mark, I have to tell you, that was a clinic. Max just absolutely dominated those guys, and those guys are great putters.
I'm not surprised. Two-time champion, defending champion. He's hot. Watch for him in sudden death.
Yeah, I think Max is definitely the favorite. In fact, I'm speaking with David Garduno now, and he says that Max is indeed the favorite to win the entire episode today. But we have a mighty group coming up. We've got Jeff Armstrong, David Neal, the defending champion for our 12-man Battle Royal tournament earlier this year, nice. And a newcomer, Travis DeVita. And Travis is an import from our 3-on-3 basketball league, Mark. It's called Street. If you want to look it up on the internet, it's STR33T. And that's PLN, along with Kevin Garnett producing a 3-on-3 basketball league, and it's going to be a blast, dropping later this year. But first, let's go down to our winner with our host, Dallin Getling, at the 18th hole.
Tell me when to cue him. Okay, I'm here once again with your winner, Max Savard. You're kind of making this a habit, Max. Congratulations.
Yeah, we got off to a slow start today. No birdies on the first, I think on the first 4 holes, and then had a good ace on 5, and then the stretch 8, 9, 10.
Wow. Then you're on fire. You're on course to break the record.
Yeah.
And you had that rough hole.
That was on 14. I had a putt. I was against the little carpet there and had a putt that kicked the ball right. And that downhill putt you can't put any pace on because you're going downhill, right? So you gotta lag it to the hole, and then the third putt was lack of concentration. That was just a mistake on my part. After that, the short putt on 16. But I think made some aces. Good ace. the conditions are tough today. The wind, it's windy out here. You got to make some aces because everyone's going to make a few mistakes. So everyone's going to be aggressive on the first putt. Make sure that they make 3-4 aces, and then that's going to take care of the mistakes. Because everyone's going to make some.
Yeah.
With this wind, all the slow putts are not going.
Yeah.
But
so you just gave some good advice though to the next guys coming up. But
yes, I did spend some times with Travis this morning, with Jeffrey all week. Jeff has woke up at 9:30, was at the course practicing with me all week. So I think he's going to do good. And but I want to take a second, a little second to say, Karine, I love you, je t'aime mon amour. And I'll come home soon. So thanks for letting me know, letting me do all these putting tournaments. So I love you. Thank you.
Awesome. All right. Well, let's bring these next guys on and see how they do.
All right. I'll go wait and be ready for the final.
Okay.
Let's go.
Woo! And we're back. It's the second half of today's episode of Putt Tour, and we've got another trio, Mark, ready to tee off on that ass. It's Travis DeVita from Street, our 3-on-3 basketball league, premiering later this year from PLN. Also, we've got our champion, the Sasquatch of mini golf, David Neal, and of course, our good buddy Jeff Armstrong. And Mark, I cannot wait to see how this one stacks up. We've got a wild card here with Travis. We've not seen him putt. To my knowledge, he's only had a few hours of practice on the course, but he is a golfer, and he does come from a golf pedigree. But this is a crossover, Mark, and we hope to see Travis do well here at Putt Tour, because we know he's going to crush it in our 3-on-3 league. So we're getting an aerial view here of Brookside Mini Golf. We've had a fantastic season here so far, and we've got one more episode next week where all of our champions from each week will return in a fight for their lives and all of the money right here at Putt. Go down to our second trio and our host, Dallin Getling, with the pre-match interviews, Mark. We should do these guys a favor and continue this hilarious banter until the wind dies down. Good idea, Mark. Let's do that. Next weekend, Pro League Network right here in Branson, Missouri at PLN Studios will produce Slap Fight 39 Young Guns.
Yes.
Slap Fight 39. It's going to be the 39th Slap Fight from the original Slap Fight League, the planet's first and superior Slap Fight League. Main event, FPS facing Firecracker, Mark. It's going to be a fantastic match, and we've got an entire card of new signees to the PLN family. So 8 p.m. on YouTube, 8 p.m. on Stadium. Tune in, check out Slap Fight Championship, and then on November 23rd, Car-Jitsu 13. We've got another night filled with vehicular manslaughter. It's going to be both female and male competitors, Mark. And if you know what's good for you, you'll stay out of the car because I'm feeling like choking your ass.
Crime in a car, slap fighting, can't beat it. Tune in, watch it. I love them both. Action-packed.
Got some new things in the lab testing. PLN Studios is currently testing Coffin Wars. Coffin Wars is a new sport, Mark.
It sounds good.
You and I have been working on the concept of that for a while. Coffin Wars. If you wrestlers, get ready for Coffin Wars. Ultimate Tire Wrestling, Guerrilla Games, Street, and of course, Ultimate Carom Tour. But let's go down to the first hole here and our host, Dallin Getling, with our second threesome trio.
All right, we are here with our next group of putters, and they are ready to go. We've got Jeff Armstrong, Travis DeVita, and David Neal. All right, Jeff, it's good to see you, brother. How have you been?
Been good, man. How about you?
I'm good. I don't know if you've been watching these guys. Kind of a crazy course. The wind's blowing hard today. A lot of obstacles. How you feeling about this, playing today?
Real good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
You've been practicing, haven't you?
A little bit, man.
Right on.
Been here with Max all week.
Well, that's a good person to practice with.
Yes, sir.
He's got some good tricks. So let me ask you this. What do you do that most people would say is not normal?
Hang out with a bunch of weird old guys, play mini golf.
Wait, Travis is pretty young, but
He's new today, so
yes,
yeah.
Gotcha, man. Okay, well, good luck today.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Travis, now this is your first time being here, but when I heard your name, I was going to reach out and contact you. have you fill out some forms. I kind of stalked you on Facebook, but I thought I got the wrong guy because I got this stud basketball player, and I'm like, this guy's like a pro basketball player. And I didn't until I saw you. I was like, no, that is the guy.
Yep.
So tell me about your basketball background.
Yeah, so I play 3x3 basketball with my co-coaches back home of our youth organization, Creators Basketball. We've gone as high as the about top 4 to 6 area of the Team USA stuff for Olympic qualifications.
Right, they just had that 3-on-3 in the Olympics. This with Jimmer, and didn't you guys play them? And
we played them a couple times. Yeah, they're a phenomenal team. They're one of the teams that has knocked us out in the past. But yeah. That's pretty much it.
Awesome. So what's the transition with golf? Have you been doing them both side by side, or?
Yes, sir. So I played golf casually as a kid. When the pandemic happened and they closed all the basketball gyms down, I thought my basketball career was going to be over. So I started getting obsessive about real golf.
Right.
And so, so I've been playing ever since. I play in AM tournaments. I'm currently like a 5 handicap, having not played competitively growing up. And then also, for mini golf, I loved it as a kid, played all the time. Everywhere I go, I often travel. I always try to play a real golf course, and at night I often play a mini golf course and just play different ones, different styles.
Gotcha.
So when this came up.
Well, this one though, today's your first day kind of checking this course out, correct?
Yes, sir.
All right. Well, it's a tricky course,
It
and
is.
good luck to you, man.
Thank you, sir.
So I got a question for you. What is the most used app on your phone?
It would have to say my messaging apps between messages and email from some small business owners. So I'm just constantly trying to have good correspondence with my families.
Gotcha. Did you put on Do Not Disturb today to focus on this?
It's definitely on silent right now. Yep.
Okay. Awesome, Al. Good luck.
Thank you, sir.
All right, David, good to see you again, brother.
Good to see you.
And tell me about what you've been up to since I saw you last.
Well, we've just been practicing a lot of mini golf. Just been out here most every one of these tournaments to watch what's going on. I just love watching the competition that's going on here. Still working out at Buffalo Ridge part-time, and I'm enjoying that. So life is just good.
Have you been golfing too?
Oh, I golfed yesterday with my grandson. Yes, sir.
Really?
Oh, yes, sir.
That's life.
Oh, yeah, that's great.
Okay, well, tell me, besides like your grandson or something like that, what is your most treasured possession, like a thing?
Well, a thing, if you go, I've got a B-36 luggage tag. And the significance of that is my uncle flew the B-36. It's called the Peacemaker, 10-engine aircraft,
right? It's
bomber.
A bomber, yeah.
Didn't not ever.
Yeah.
Okay. A bomber. So he flew that aircraft to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base to go into the museum. It ended up not going there, and so they ended up cutting up that piece of plane. So I got some of the luggage tag off of the plane that he actually flew.
One.
Actual one he flew. Yes,
that
sir.
is very cool. That is very cool. Okay, guys. Well, good luck to you.
Thank you.
And on the count of 3, let's reveal our order. 1, 2, 3. We've got 1, 2, 3, just like last time. All right, guys. Good luck to you.
Thank you, sir.
All right, Mark Coleman, here we are. It's our second trio of the afternoon, and this one is a crazy, crazy bunch. I have no way of knowing what's going to happen. Even the Garduno crime family can't help me now. It's the first hole, and this is a 17% chance of a hole-in-one, Mark. And I've seen a few, but most of them were just sloppy, and they weren't happening on a day when there was a virtual tornado happening in the parking lot.
I'm excited about this hole with Travis. I got to talk to him. He can hit 3 in basketball. Says he can hit the hole-in-one. I don't know. We'll see. Grew up playing putt-putt, he said.
He grew up playing putt-putt. Look at this guy. This is Jeff Armstrong. This is our good buddy Jeff. He's been here practicing all week with Max Savard.
Tell you what.
Look at that power shot.
He told me he's going to do something special today. He told me.
This is the first time I've seen this much skin from Jeff Armstrong. He's been wearing a leg brace.
He's feeling better.
Yeah, he looks
Rehab.
Good,
happy
look
for
here.
him.
He's in.
Oh,
he's just
I'll
gonna
let him
spite
use
you.
it.
He knows you hate that little
No,
doodad.
he can. I'll give him a cross because he got that blown out knee.
No, man, it sounds like you're intimidated.
Well, I wouldn't use it still.
Travis DeVita, look at the shoes on this dude. You think you can beat Travis in one-on-one, Mark?
Yeah, in basketball,
I do too.
for
I
sure.
think you'd kick his ass. All right,
put him out of the
first
game.
we'll see from Travis.
I just put him out of the game.
No, that dude can whoop your ass. He's a 31-year-old man. Look at this.
Yes.
And Travis DeVita. Here comes Doobie to celebrate the hole-in-one. And Travis looks like he's going to defend the hole and shoot the three. Holy smokes, Mark.
Easy money.
Today, Doobie got out of bed. He said, I'm going to be on TV. Let me put on these bright yellow Crocs.
Yeah.
Good call. Now here's the Sasquatch.
Well worn, well broken in.
Well broken in. Yeah, I think he got those at the thrift store. Look at this! Whoa! And a big heartbreaking putt from the Sasquatch, David Neal. He's going to go ahead and putt that in 2, and you can look and see on his face he would have really rather not reached down that far.
The way he bends over and picks up that ball, I like it.
Well, he's like 9 feet tall.
Yeah, just get a little exercise in.
All right, taking a look at the leaderboard here. Travis DeVita is our leader. Jeff and David even, but anything can happen. As you know, Mark, there are 17 more holes to choose from. We're going to go in chronological order today, starting with 2. And Travis DeVita, right here by the broadcast booth. Not a lot of power. Oh, Travis again!
My God!
Wow! Just goes to show you that big calves don't matter in the putting game. Wow!
Don't let him get hot. He don't miss.
Travis making it happen. Unbelievable. Travis runs a Christian organization for kids, Mark.
Oh, I
He's
like
a fantastic guy. He's got a great mission statement. He's got a great witness, and I don't think he'd mind us telling our viewers that Travis DeVita is born-again Christian, and it has changed his life.
Love it.
David Neal, on the other hand, going to be happy with a 2 here. And a fun fact about David Neal, he lives here in Branson, Missouri, by way of the Villages in Florida. He wears a size 19 sneaker.
Ooh,
they make his sneaker they take tents. A guy in Pakistan takes tents, like indoor-outdoor stuff, and they make these shoes for David because a normal machine doesn't make a shoe that large. He's a huge man. And Jeff Alexander here.
Oh no!
They call him the Dude.
Guaranteed me.
The Dude here with his Hey Dudes on.
Big day today. When them cameras turn on, JT, it gets tough.
It does get tough, but Jeff's going to pull it out today. Jeff's playing for his dog, Otto, today. He's got a dog that lives with him. They are best buddies, and today he's wearing his Otto socks for the ladies. Jeff Armstrong and David Neal tied up here even. Travis DeVita 2 under with 2 hole-in-ones, Mark.
No time to cruise here. It's early.
Encore Golf, official sponsor for Pro League Network's Putt Tour. Putt Tour, a tour of putts. And when I think putts, Mark, I always think Mark the Hammer Coleman. All right, take a look at David here. He's waiting for the go-ahead from the commission.
It's good to be a lefty on this.
This is a giant man. This is a giant man. He's got to bend over about 3 feet just to get to the putter. And he ducks it in!
Yeah!
And the Sasquatch strikes again. Look at this. He's going to go ahead and kill Doobie with 1 shot to the head. He's going to spare his life because so far it keeps him from having to bend over for these hole-in-ones. David Neal, ladies and gentlemen, always a pleasure, always cutting up.
This is a good hole to make a move on. Right?
Here comes the Dude, Jeff Armstrong.
What's the percents on this hole, JT? You got that or not?
Well, it depends if you're asking Jeff Armstrong or just in general. In general, oh, look at this.
Oh,
my God,
yes.
Mark! And Jeff Armstrong bringing home the bacon. Here comes Doobie. Yeah, Jeff will go all day with the high fives and the fist bumps. He's from Chicago. He knows all the moves. Yeah. So you get defeated by Jeff on all the cool stuff. Travis DeVita. He's going to lean all inappropriately on this yellow post here.
3 in a row.
I would wash that post off. And here we go. Gust of wind. Hey! Travis DeVita with another hole-in-one. It's like nothing we've seen before. Unbelievable. And over here to my left, I can see Max Savard, and there's sweat forming on the brow of Max Savard. And now he's looking at me and he's saying, no, stop, please don't say it. It's the truth. Max is in fear. He's afraid. And now he's going to his car.
It's how you deal with the fear that counts.
Travis DeVita 3 under. Jeff Armstrong even. David Neal 1 under. Now keep in mind, at any moment David Neal can strike. He is the defending champion of Putt Tour, and he has this course wired. Moving into the 4th hole, we've got the Dude putting first. Look at this. Oh, and another gust of wind. These guys are really dealing with some crazy conditions. If you're watching from home, it's hard to gauge the wind here because little known fact, that's not real grass. And a 2-putt for the dude. Look at this. He's going to bend over. Nope, screw it, he says.
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and use my little dinger here. Travis. So far 3 under at 3 holes. He told me he was here to chew ass and kick bubble gum, and he's all out of ass.
Doesn't get the bounce.
Well, the ball's not finished moving yet.
It's the second bounce.
It makes you wonder, this guy's got a Christian organization, and you wonder if he's getting some sort of higher authority here and help from above.
Yes.
Look at that.
He is.
Travis getting it done, still going to be 3 under here. It didn't help Mike Seawald this morning, though. Mike Seawald is a pastor.
It helps always.
Yeah,
JT.
makes you wonder.
Always. He's always there.
We need to check if they're different religions, and if they are, we need to see which one is superior. All right, now we've got the Sasquatch.
Just always gimme.
Look at David, man. This guy's form is impeccable, and he's going to drop it in here.
Yeah, he looks smooth.
Yeah, David's plan today is to make it to the finale here. Yeah. He's going to make it to this final round where it's a sudden death shoot-off between the top 3. He doesn't care if he makes it by winning this round or if he makes it by just having the wild card score. But David Neal wants to go to the finals today. He's looking for a second championship at Putt Tour, and then he wants to win the season next week.
And he knows the score he needs to get.
Absolutely, he does. Now, we didn't expect Travis DeVita would be 3 under on the 5th hole, but unbelievable find here. Let's hope this continues for him. He's going to look for the bounce back here, Mark, and look at the wind.
He didn't read this hole right.
All right, he's going to get a little bit of detritus there for Jenny.
These holes move.
And here we go. All right.
Solid.
Looking good. Travis DeVita shocking everybody. Did you talk to this guy when he got here earlier, Mark?
Well, yes, I did. I love the 3-on-3 thing coming up, and got to know him a little bit.
Look at this. Oh, that was a fantastic putt, but again,
he wasn't intimidated at all.
No, he's great. He's. I expected him to have an accent and be some sort of an ethnicity, like a Croatian guy or a Dagestani, but no, he's just a regular white dude. But luckily, though, the white dudes are great at putting. All right, here comes the dude, Jeff Armstrong. Look at this. Oh. Jeff Armstrong, great guy, perfect dog mom, but also a fantastic chef.
Oh.
Yeah, he's a fantastic,
I would love to go over for dinner.
I've had many, many things prepared by Jeff Armstrong. He's a fantastic chef and great guy from Chicago, Illinois, Jeff Armstrong, the dude. Great look here at Brookside Mini Golf here in Branson, Missouri. Brookside Mini Golf is our home away from home with Putt Tour and Pro League Network. And as always, my name is JT Tilley, and I am here with my good friend Mark the Hammer Coleman. And Mark, this has been one of the most interesting weeks of Putt Tour that we've commentated for. Look at this. Travis DeVita, 3 under. Earlier today, I was told that Travis DeVita had a 0% chance of winning today. And it looks to me like he's making his way to the final round now, Mark. David Neal, he's my favorite putter at Pro League Network. He just knocks the absolute crap out of the ball. Look at that.
Good speed.
Look at that. Oh, and the wind kicks up. That's a big turd sandwich right there. That definitely is going to affect the putt. And he's going to have to play this through here. And let's hope for the 2. All right, and boom goes the dynamite. David Neal.
What do you call that stuff on the course?
That's detritus.
Detritus, I like that.
Oh no! Yeah. And Jeff takes a horrible turn for the worse. And Jeff has now created an issue.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. Good form here. Wind dies down just for a second.
Tough shot.
Oh man.
Gotta make those.
All right, Jeff with a 3. You know, I've spoken to Jeff a few times this week, Mark, and he's been practicing almost every day with Max Savard. He's had some great rounds here at Brookside, and he's confident that today's a big day for him.
He needs to bend over and get that ball, keep the blood flowing in his back. It's going to tighten up.
Okay, a bit of a long recovery here for Travis. Let's see what his long game's like. Here he comes.
Yes, perfect.
Good strong putt.
Shot
looking for the bounce back.
Not hard enough.
And he's going to be happy here with the deuce. I see a resemblance with you and he. You got these fancy Nikes that you wear, man. You guys treat him like you don't want to get dirt
I don't
on
buy them. I trade for them.
Yeah, I noticed you always clean them. You don't like to get dirt on the Nikes, man.
I never clean them.
Well, how come they don't ever have any detritus?
Well, I take that back. Last week I went into the bathroom over there and I scrubbed them off real quick because they were.
Yeah, I saw you do that.
A different color.
Well, that's why I made this comment, and you're trying to convince our viewers that I just dreamed that up. It wasn't even real. But the truth is, man, I saw you in there with a special brush and toothpaste and everything, man, cleaning your shoes, man.
I don't have time for that.
Yeah, I mean, you needed to, man. Putt Tour, ladies and gentlemen. It's a tour of putting brought to you by Pro League Network. I'm here with Mark the Hammer Coleman, America's sweetheart.
Not my favorite hole.
And Mark, looky here. Oh no, what's going on? A little bit of a delay in the water there. And oh!
See what I'm saying?
Jeff Armstrong absolutely blows it again. Every time we see Jeff, it's an opportunity for him to exhibit greatness, but he chooses to disappoint us again and again. And look at this. If he doesn't hit this putt, I'm never going to speak to him again. Okay, perfect.
Not happy with the designer on this hole.
Jeff Armstrong, he's the dude. He showed up on his motorcycle today.
Go straight over that green. Better chance.
Oh, look at that little bevel move there. Did you see Travis kicked his his left foot back?
Yeah, it's like he's shooting a 3.
That was nice, man. Let's see what happens here.
Nope. Nope.
All right, and he's gonna be happy to drop the deuce here. Travis DeVete, he's shocking everyone, Mark.
Putting straight for sure.
When they told me about Travis, they said, "No, take him seriously. He's a putter." I said, "You know, you're not going to bring some, basketball player."
Grew up playing putt-putt. You don't forget that.
Yeah, I grew up playing putt-putt too, but I'm not playing these guys, man.
No, I did too. That's right.
Yeah,
I expect to play like this.
I said there's no way this guy's going to be able to play with these other putters.
He plays golf a lot.
I mean, he's really crushing this course today. I'm happy for him. Oh, man, and with some mistakes like this, he's got a real opportunity.
Big miss there.
David Neal.
It's going to haunt him. Yep. Frustration.
David and his wife live here locally. Mark, they actually live right down the street from PLN Studios. A lot of our putters just happen to live right in this area of the country. They're not gimmies, though. They did qualify at our qualifier earlier this year, and we've really seen a strong performance by a lot of the local guys here from the Show Me Putters organization and a few other regional organizations that we draw from at Putt Tour. Max Savard, a winner of our first trio from Quebec, and the winner of our second trio here so far looks to be Travis DeVete. Let's see if he can hold it together, Mark. Travis comes to us from California. It's pronounced California, Mark.
Okay.
No, with a C. Look at this pretty putt. This going to go over there, though.
Why they pronounce it like that, then?
There's a lot of hippies that live there.
It was a good putt.
They roll their R's unnecessarily and stuff. All right, Travis DeVete, 6'3", 75 pounds?
76, 77, 177.
Yeah, I was going to say 76. David Neal, 6'9", 312 pounds. And he shook my hand one time and I almost passed out. All the blood went out of my head. This guy is amazing. Look at him, the way he lumbers.
Got to respect that.
And he's going to drop the deuce here. Yeah, David's a big man. He's a friendly giant. And he is a defending champion here at Putt Tour. And here comes the dude. He hit that one with the back of his club like a fancy little thing there.
It looked good to me.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't get much better than that.
I can't lie. I like the big
He lumbers
putts.
a little bit.
Oh, look at that little side putt there.
Side swat.
Wow.
He should be bending down, keep that blood flowing.
I feel like every time he does that now, he knows that you don't like it.
He looks at the camera.
Yeah, it's defiant. It's almost like he's just letting you know he doesn't care what you think.
Well, you got to be coachable. I wasn't. But most people have to be coachable.
That's why your career never went anywhere. Travis DeVita, 3 under. David Neal even. And so far, that's enough to take both of those gentlemen to the final round today, where they'll play sudden death with Max Savard, Maximus Prime. It'd be cool if sudden death, if they let you and I just decide what the sudden death competition was going to be. Like maybe it wasn't even mini
slap
golf.
fight or car jitsu or
yeah, we'll put him in the car, man. Put him in car jitsu.
Coffin Wars. Wait till you see that, JT. That's going to be sick.
Yeah, I'm excited. David Neal. Oh, what's he taking? Taking all kinds of stuff. Oh, something.
He's lumbering.
Something fell out of his pocket there.
What's on the course?
I don't know. It looked like a handful of pills.
Dick Chift?
Maybe it was just some detritus.
Detritus.
All right, just the dude there scratching his butt cheeks on the post.
Whoa! The wind is
man. You know,
brutal today.
I've never seen such a horrible putter get so many lucky breaks. Look at that. It's Jeff Armstrong just absolutely slopping his way through this course. Travis DeVita going to march in place for a second here. And then he's going to smash the ball.
Good looking shot right there.
Oh, it was a pretty little putt. Look at that.
Straight.
Oh, and the wind is
to the left.
You know, the wind is such a factor here. You probably can't really see from the cameras, but the wind is absolutely affecting the game here. It's affecting us here in the booth.
Yes, let's hope that don't fall on
But
us.
somehow there's a drone in the sky, friends, and this is a good look at Brookside Mini Golf. This is one of the most challenging courses that most of us have ever played, and I said that as if I was one of the players. I would die on this course of starvation and thirst by the time I was finished. This is a tough, tough course. We've seen some tragedies this season. We've seen some triumphs, and we've seen some big, big stars make their way to the forefront of putting. But it's not over yet, friends. Next week, the finale of season 1, it's the champions. The Tournament of Champions. Our champions from all season will come back here to play for the last man standing $1.5 billion. Let's go down to the 9th hole and our host, Dallin Getling, with our current leader, Mark.
All right, so you are making your debut here, letting everyone know who you are, and you're not messing around, right?
Nope.
So I thought for sure you'd be at a disadvantage. You've only played on this course for a little while. Tell me, what's the secret?
Well, fortunately, the back-to-back champion gave me some tips when I got out here this morning. I got out here this morning for the first time playing around 10 o'clock, and so I grinded it for a couple hours. Right when I showed up, he helped me right away, so that was like a huge help.
So you were with Max the whole time?
The whole time. And then me and my buddy after that, who flew out to hang out, have a little golf trip after this, me and him just kind of played the course for another 36, I think. Played a couple holes a few times just to try to iron out some details, and yeah, fortunately, I mean, that's my best start so far, and what a time to have it,
Yeah, well, very impressive. Of course, the next holes are probably a little bit tougher, so
Sure.
good luck to you. Hopefully it keeps up.
Thank you, I'll need it. Thank you.
All right.
All right, Mark, we're back. It's the 10th hole. We're here for the back 9, and we have a leader that we didn't expect to see in charge. It's Travis DeVita just stomping his way through this course, and I'm loving it. But David Neal right behind him, and David Neal is a monster on the back 9 here at Brookside Mini Golf. Hole 10, Mark, last time you shot this hole, you dropped it in one putt.
I remember that was beautiful.
What are the chances that we see that from the dude here?
It's hard. It's real hard. Oh, no, I don't think it's going to happen.
Only 14% of the time. And of today's competitors, only Max Savard has had a hole-in-one on this hole, and he's had 2. Jeff Armstrong, still in it to win it. You have to ask yourself that right knee, how much fatigue is setting in. You can see he's limping around just a little bit.
Yeah, he came up short. Obviously didn't like that stance.
Yeah, that's tough.
Maybe he's got to get the blood flowing. I'm telling you.
I tell you, he was out here with a leg brace on. He was out here in one of those little roll things for
He's
your
tough.
knee. This guy was, when everybody else was playing mini golf, he was in rehab for his leg. So he's trying to catch up. But so far,
good putt.
He's in the back of the pack. And Travis DeVita, again, putting on a clinic. And I love it. Nice guy, too. Kind of looks like a young George Michael. He's like a George Michael for Jesus. Is that a thing?
There it is.
Oh my God!
Yeah,
a hole-in-one, and the Sasquatch strikes again. And this time, he's going to kill this guy in a fit of rage that was just supposed to be entertaining. You got to be careful. It's like of Mice and Men when the guy killed the mouse and the rabbit. You got to be careful with David. David is so strong that just even a pat on the back could put you into a bad situation, skeletally.
Perfect time for that, big for his confidence.
Yeah, absolutely. David Neal is now only one stroke behind Travis, and one thing you don't want is David Neal behind you, stroking. Jeff Armstrong, 1 over. Travis DeVita, 3 under. Let's rock and roll. Travis DeVita marching in place here.
Pressure shot.
All right, now this is a situation, Mark, where you can see the different grains and the different levels of there we go. He's a 2 for Travis. You can see the different lines in the course that Travis is not aware of. He's only had a few hours to practice. A guy like David's played this hole, I would say, probably 40, 50 times. So let's see if we have a different result. And of course, David's not going to go for the hole-in-one. He's just going to be comfortable dropping a deuce. And he's to bend over a long way to pick that ball up, and he doesn't care. He does that for you, Mark.
There we go.
He's got one of those things on the end of his putter, you know.
Way off. 1.5 feet.
All right, and the dude bringing up the rear here, but still got enough time here that he can do something incredible and strike, but it's not going to be this putt. This putt, he's just going to show us some more of those meaty calves. It's a 3 putt for Jeff Armstrong. And at this point, Jeff, you're going to have to turn it up, buddy.
Don't quit. He's going to do something special. So
I think he's planning like one perfect somersault. Like right at the end of this thing, he's just going to do one brilliant, perfect somersault. And that'll be the last time we
might have a better chance at that than winning this.
Believe me when I say, Mark, that he does not. All right, here we go. David Neal. Delicate little putt here. And it looks like, he's just, the worst possible thing has happened here, Mark. And his friendly friend here is going to come in and just manipulate the rules to get a good measure. There we go.
That looked a little suspect.
It did, but I can assure you that he fixed it there. I think when he realized there was probably a camera on his hands, he thought he might get a little more professional. But now we're 8 inches out. And the Sasquatch is just going to go ahead and botch this putt and take the 3. So David Neal still looking good to get to the finals, but he would probably like to have a win this round. And he's got a few holes left to work that out. Now here comes Jeff Armstrong in his auto socks. He's going to try to slop this in, Mark.
Looked pretty good off the putter.
Okay, not bad. Did better than David, but definitely nothing to write home about.
Ooh, bad stance.
He's going to lean here on this rock. You wonder how much of this is fatigue, Mark?
It affects you.
Yeah, it's tough.
The rock.
Little dunk there. All right. Doobie's been exposed. Looked like Doobie was taking a smoke break behind that rock, Mark.
Yeah, he knows where to sit himself.
Yeah, I hope he doesn't get caught.
Good touch on that one.
Holy smokes, Travis DeVita again trapped by the rock.
He's on fire today,
Here comes our friendly friend again. Yeah, Travis is impressing everyone here. Nobody expected that he would perform this way. I'm sure he did.
Yeah.
But really, really putting well today. Travis DeVita, at this point, I think you may see him again here at Putt Tour. Booyah. Boom goes the dynamite.
Smooth.
Travis DeVita strengthens his lead to 1 more. Here's a good look at Brookside Mini Golf. Brookside Mini Golf right smack dab here in the middle of Branson, Missouri. Heavy on the dab. Jeff Armstrong 2 over. David Neal 1 under. Travis DeVita, he's our chip leader, 3 under. All of the putters here at PLN. Putt with Encore balls. Mark, Encore balls. Get you some.
Your favorite balls.
Second favorite. Jeff Alexander again chooses to not go for the hole-in-one, just to kind of putt the ball within a few feet of the hole. Seems to be okay with him. And he's going to go ahead and take the deuce here and save the energy for the somersault. Now coming up next, DeVita. March in place for a moment. And here we go. Nice strong putt. Looking for the bounce back. Having a good time at Putt Tour.
Easy deuce. Like I said.
Oh my goodness.
I jinxed him.
Now this is an opportunity, Mark, for David Neal.
Is there such thing as a jinx?
No, you didn't jinx him.
He gonna be pissed.
No, he's probably gonna blame you for it though if he doesn't win. All right, Big Sasquatch coming in hot here. He needs this. All right, if he drops this in 2, he's gonna pick up a stroke here, and he's gonna be in second place by, I believe, 1 putt. Brookside Mini Golf, the home of Putt Tour. Every Monday afternoon, Mark, all fall we've been on PLN with Putt Tour, and we have had a great time. Excuse me, David Neal's 2 shots behind Travis. 3 under for Travis, 1 under for David. Jeff Armstrong still hanging in there. Pro League Network's Putt Tour. It's a tour of putts, and it's been a blast so far this season, but next season we'll be back with even more shenanigans, so stay tuned. Travis DeVita, he's going to lead off. Nice calm moment here, not much wind. Okay, it was a little bit of a botched putt there. Went rogue, but still quick within striking distance here. If he can walk up on it before the wind kicks up, he can drop this in and we'll move on. And just like that, here comes the wind again.
Oh
my gosh.
Shaky knee hole.
This is definitely a factor. Shaky knee hole, that's crazy.
Yeah.
I knew a guy named Shaky Knee Hole.
It's shaky.
Yeah, he was a dancer. All right, here we go.
But you can't putt when they're shaking. Or fight.
And boom goes the dynamite. Now this is another opportunity for David Neal, Mark. And don't think that that's lost on David. Look at the intensity. Knocks a piss out of the ball. Here we go.
Good bounce.
Oh,
close.
David almost taking it home right there, but instead, just going to pop it in there. And David Neal, good showing. This guy is one of the greats here at Putt Tour. Giant man, 9 feet tall. All right, and Jeff Armstrong stomping down here in his big old hey dudes. What do you think those shoes smell like, Mark?
I don't know. Not good.
I bet it smells like Gandhi's flip-flop.
A big toe's about to broke through that. See his big toe?
Oh, I see. So one thing people
I think
know
they're
around
too
here.
small.
One thing people know about Jeff around here is that he has incredible big toes. Like they're incredible. All right, well, Jeff Armstrong is here today. He's not going to be the winner, but I bet he continues to play through the rest of the match. I'm sure our score bug will continue to reflect his score, but at this point, count him out. It's over. Travis DeVita and David Neal are now tied up 1 under. Travis DeVita was the long shot, Mark, and he is our current leader. Tied for first with David Neal, who's going to lead off this hole. And the big Sasquatch is showing us why he is a fan favorite. Oh my God!
Oh, yeah!
Wow! And it's another chicken dinner and another sword fight for David Neal, who is incredibly agile for a 9-foot-tall, 325-pound man.
Love it.
Unbelievable.
Loco guy.
Everybody loves David Neal. Everybody, for the most part. All right, big dude's coming up next. He's going to shoot around the rock, Mark. These guys aren't following your lead on going up the hill and shooting out the little tube. Oh, look at this. Jeff has again disappointed everyone. How embarrassing. Oh my God, it's almost like he doesn't want us to be rooting for him at this point. Just move along with the cameras, he says. Oh my gosh, Jeff. And inexplicably crosses his feet there as he dismounts. Here comes Travis DeVita. He needs a hole-in-one here, Mark, or he's going to fall behind.
Pressure hole.
All right, it's a nice putt.
Good
Coming
bounce.
in hot. And this was the moment in the match where the Sasquatch took the lead, Mark. Really fantastic performance here by Travis. Undoubtedly, he will make it to the final today, but it looks like David Neal is now the man to beat. Jeff Armstrong, not so much. Travis is now even. Rolling into the 15th hole, David Neal is our leader. 1 under. Jeff Armstrong, four strokes behind, but still there, and we love him. Again, Travis DeVita, he's a crossover athlete from Pro League Network. He competes in our Street Basketball 3-on-3 League. Look for more of Street at ProLeagueNetwork.com. All right, here comes Jeff Armstrong. Lollygagging up to the hole here. He drops the deuce. Jeff Armstrong, you can see it on his face.
He don't even look at the camera.
He's going to have a good time no matter what, but just probably not till after this game's over. Travis has super pointy elbows, Mark. You think that's an advantage?
If you're throwing elbows to the head.
Yeah, maybe that would help him if he and the Sasquatch get to that sudden death match, if we can allow elbows.
I prefer it that way. I'll win this shit with elbows.
Yeah, maybe so. It's probably the only way. All right. Oh, look at that. You see how he stood on one leg to pick that up? Remember when you used to be able
athlete.
Remember when you used to be able to do that, Mark?
That sucks, but yes.
Yeah.
I'll get there.
I hear you. Big Sasquatch clubbing the ball. Look at this, Mark.
Nope.
All right, that's going to keep the lead here.
Yeah.
Now you can see here that David Neal understands that he has just stolen this match, and all he has to do is keep his momentum. Look at the smile on his face. Everybody loves David Neal, unless they're in a match against David Neal. He's a sniper. Travis and David now 1 under. Jeff Armstrong 3 over. That's interesting, Mark. We're going into the 16th. That means that unless Jeff Armstrong can pick up some big strokes here, our final 3 is likely to be Maximus Prime, Travis DeVita, and the big Sasquatch, David Neal. All the putters here at Pro League Network's Putt Tour play with Encore balls. Encore balls. Get you some.
My favorite balls.
Absolutely. Mark, next weekend, Slap Fight Championship 39. We've got Young Guns. It's going to be a crazy card, a lot of fun. We've got a main event, FPS versus Firecracker. FPS recently went multi-viral, 25, 30 million views. He had a match where he slapped a guy so hard that his eyeball nearly exploded. It was incredible, and it made a name for FPS, but he's facing undefeated Firecracker from right here in the state of Missouri. He's a member of Team Biscuit, and he's looking to stay undefeated and move up those lightweight ranks. And Mark, it's going to be a great, great fight. Also, 2 weeks following, on November 23rd, Karjitsu 13. It's the return of Ground Shark, Mark. Ground Shark's coming back, and he's going to have his shot at the title versus Zach Moore.
Stud.
Yeah, absolutely. These two guys are going at it. It's going to be jiu-jitsu practitioner versus wrestler in the front seat of a Toyota Scion at Karjitsu 13. And then a week later, Mark, Karjitsu 14. It's going to be 2 weeks of Karjitsu back-to-back. If you love vehicular manslaughter, tune in to Pro League Network and check out all of the carnage this Thanksgiving. Slap Fight Championship, Karjitsu, Pro Carom Tour, Street, Putt Tour, Ultimate Tire Wrestling, Coffin Wars, Guerrilla Games, and more. It's Pro League Network, the world's leading purveyor of niche sports. I'm here every time. My name is JT Tilley, as always, with Mark the Hammer Coleman, UFC Hall of Famer. Mark, this wind is just absolutely destroying these putters today. What do you make of it?
Got to play right through it, JT. Great job in the matchmaking on 2 big weekends, 3 big weekends coming up. You did a hell of a job putting them cards together.
I tell you what, it's a windy day here, and what you're seeing here is that the wind is not a factor statistically. All of our favorites are leading the pack here, David Neal and Max Savard. We're favorites according to our statistics department. David Garduno and the gang, we thank them, incredibly accurate with the stats, and today the wind has not disrupted those stats. But some of these putters have been really affected, and we've seen some horrible scores today. And one of the victims, Eric Feige, fantastic putter, but the wind and the frustration ensuing just absolutely took him out of his game. We saw a little bit of the same thing happen to Mike Seawald, and currently it's happening to the dude, Jeff Armstrong. So we got to keep ourselves together here and make sure that this wind is not a factor as we roll into the last few holes. But I have to tell you, it's not like anything I've seen before, Mark. In fact, we're out in the broadcast booth now, and the entire building and the entire vehicle is just swaying from left to right, and I can see these putters just absolutely stressed out about it. These are horrible conditions, but we're going to move right along here with Putt Tour, keeping in mind we have a winner from our first trio, Max Savard, in the wings, waiting for the winner of the second trio and the wild card with the best remaining score. So those guys will play sudden death right here in this wind tunnel at Brookside Mini Golf here in Branson, Missouri, where it all goes down. And again, next week, the finale, Mark, all of our champions will return. Justin Thomas, they call him JT, Max Savard, Maximus Prime, the Sasquatch, David Neal. We're also going to see today's winner, which potentially could be Travis. We've got 6 champions from the 6 episodes of Putt Tour so far, and they're all going to meet right here at Brookside Mini Golf for a no-holds-barred cage match, Mark, and the best man will win $200 million, I'm estimating.
You ask how they're able to play through this today. Well, with that on the line, you play through it.
Yeah, now I don't know exactly what the prize pool is. I'm estimating. I saw a pile of money, and I'm just sort of counting in my mind, but it looked to be somewhere between, $3-4 grand and $250,000. Now we're taking a look here at the course, and what you see here is that Brookside Mini Golf Course is one of the most challenging courses in the game. It's very, very difficult. We have a lot of twists and turns here, and on its own, this course is a killer. But with this wind and with some of this detritus on the course, Jenny, it is difficult to play. Now you take a look at the course, you can see that it's been here a while. All the lines are clear to the putters, but hitting the ball in a straight line is easier said than done when the wind is at 150 miles per hour, Mark. As we're sitting here, I just saw a trailer house go right overhead. It's really windy, guys. And I'm sorry, mobile home. Eric Feige has just corrected me. All right. Taking a look here at Brookside Mini Golf. If you're ever in Branson, Missouri, the Midwest entertainment capital, come on down. Shepherd of the Hills Expressway. It's Brookside Mini Golf. No nudity, but it's a great place to bring your family. Oh my.
Yeah, I love Branson, Missouri. If you haven't been here, think about taking a vacay.
Yeah, it's a great place to come. It's been great having Pro League Network studios here in Branson, Missouri. Typically, we broadcast from the studio, but here at Brookside Mini Golf, we've had an incredible season, Mark. We've had so much fun here, but the people at Pro League Network and Putt Tour have just decided to turn Putt Tour into this crazy cast of characters. It's just been so much more fun than what I could have possibly imagined, but right now these guys are fighting the wind. And we're having a little bit of technical difficulty here, but we'll just go ahead and tell you a little bit more about what's happening with Putt Tour, Pro League Network, and the like while we're getting this together. Now, Pro League Network based in New York City. We have a studio here in Branson, Missouri, where we produce 8 to 10 hours per week of broadcast television. You can follow us on all social media platforms at Pro League Network. Look us up and give us a follow and a like. Also, you can see us on YouTube, as you know, at Slap Fight Championship, Car Jitsu. Also, you can find us at Pro League Network and, of course, on all social media for all of our respective leagues. PLN is the purveyor of niche sports. We take all of these crazy sports that we've developed and we make them available to you for wagering. Currently, Putt Tour is our newest hit. We're very proud of what we've done with mini golf this season, but next season we have many more surprises up our sleeves. Stay tuned. Next month, we will debut a new sport created in the lab called Coffin Wars. Coffin Wars, wrestler versus wrestler. One man in the coffin, the other man hold him down in the coffin. Do not let him escape, Mark. And if that was you and me, I would absolutely dominate you in Coffin Wars. Not only because I created the sport, but also because of my superior wrestling ability and my youth.
Just because of your heavy weight and your belly, but I would probably get out of there. I normally say 20 seconds, but it might take me 30 because
you don't have this
position right on top of me.
Well, that's
and then
the
you
thing,
got to
Mark.
get out, and I always get out on everybody. You can't hold me down.
Mark, you're not going to hold me down.
I'll bust you through that coffin.
There's no way.
No coffin can hold me. I've seen them. They're
Mark, there's no possible way without headbutts that you're going to win a grappling match with me.
No headbutts.
No headbutts. If you can't punch me or headbutt me, you're going to get.
What is that?
It's the sport where I elevate you with 2 butterflies and throw you out of the coffin and win. That's
It'll be a small adjustment for me, but I will get
small adjustment where you're having to do a whole lot of training camp just for a little simple little coffin war where I just throw you out of the coffin.
I will take it seriously. I will train.
Well, good.
I will get out, and you'll be humiliated.
No, God.
Again.
No, Mark, you always say this, and then time after time after time, man, it turns out I am the dominant wrestler.
You can't take me down.
I don't have to take you down. Last time I tapped you out against the cage panel.
You can't hold me down. Take down. You'll never take me down, ever.
Mark, you being older than me was a factor.
You better hope we don't do MMA because
you won't sign the contract. Listen, you've always been older than me, Mark, and it's always been an advantage to you to be older and stronger than me. But now,
so much wiser than you.
Yeah, but now being older than me is a problem, man. It's a problem because now I can shoot that Smith single, Mark, and you can't sprawl fast enough.
I'm a genetic freak. You won't even touch my ankle. You are delusional.
A genetic freak. Having 6 toes doesn't help you as a wrestler, Mark.
I train them all 6 of them.
Fair enough. Mark the Hammer Coleman, former he's a current Hall of Famer. He's a former Pride champion, UFC champion, but never the gold medal. Never the gold medal.
Oh, yeah, that hurt.
Yeah, it's too bad. I know that there was a time there where you were on your way to the pavilion and you said, "I'm going to win this gold medal." But you didn't get it, Mark. Kurt Angle got it, Mark.
No.
Kurt Angle got the gold.
I helped Kurt Angle get it.
By losing.
No, I started drinking. Luckily I started drinking.
That's true. You know, I've never lost to Kurt Angle. Never. So that would just be something for you to think about, man.
I beat him many, many times in practice, and then I beat him in the real game as well. So
I don't know, man. Does he have a gold medal? Yeah.
I helped
Mark the Hammer Coleman, ladies and gentlemen, America's sweetheart.
He wrestling without my help.
Truth. Wrestling legend, MMA legend, and all-around great guys. Mark the Hammer Coleman. He's my commentary partner here at PLN for every sport, and it's always a blast. Today, Travis DeVita, currently tied for the lead with David Neal, and we're coming up the backside here. And Mark, I got to say, this is not what I expected to see.
Good looking stroke.
Thank you.
A long break like that haunts you.
What's he wiping away there, Mark, when he wipes it?
Dictitis.
Good God. It's detritus.
Detritus?
They got a guy named, never mind. And a deuce for Big Trav. All right, Travis DeVita impressing everybody. I will tell you now that you will see Travis again here at Putt Tour. We will have him here next season. This is an incredible performance by an unknown B-baller, and
busy man.
He told us he was going to come do this, and sure enough, he's earned his spot at Putt Tour. He just needs a crazy hat. Here we go, the big Sasquatch with a 2-putt.
Solid.
Wonderful performances by David Neal. This guy's just really solid and consistent, Mark.
Mentally tough.
Yeah, he's mentally tough.
Been
for sure.
through the grinder.
Oh, and into the water.
No.
Jeff Armstrong.
I've never seen that.
This is always a trendsetter and
I
a
would
pioneer.
just want to go in the water as well.
He's asking the Sasquatch for a ball here. I feel like in this situation, we should have forced him into the water to get the ball and putt from there.
I like that idea.
It's a good idea. I mean,
Why
he can
not?
lose anyway, right? I mean, at this point, he could try anything. Oh, what's he going to do? Just going to go drop it in the hole?
What? Oh, he gets a drop.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Where it went out of bounds.
It's interesting to see.
I would have declined that.
Yeah, that's not necessarily a
one
blessing.
hands it. Did he one hand that?
Yeah, Jeff looks like one of these guys that's just
got to be
hope.
professional.
He's giving up hope, Mark.
You got to be professional here. There's always another day.
Oh,
don't let the cameras see you sweat, bro.
Just another flyby from Jeff.
Fell apart.
Oh, that's too bad. That's heartbreaking. That's the dude, Jeff Armstrong. Something tells me he's probably still in pretty good headspace, though. Moving along here, we can see Jeff is now 8 over.
I think I can beat him.
Travis, I think so too. Travis and David 1 under. Jeff Armstrong 8 over. What a huge gap in our leaders and our tail today. But this is such when you're playing putt-putt in a cyclone. Pro League Network's Putt Tour. This is it. This is the 18th hole. This makes the big difference. Who will win and lose? Will it be the Sasquatch?
Good luck, and
or will it be the crossover, Travis DeVita? We'll find out now. Giant size 19 sneakers. And that's a deuce for David Neal, who will definitely be joining us in our final in just a few moments. And they're going to go ahead and let Jeff putt this last hole. It's kind of like Make-A-Wish. No chance in hell that he'll win, but let's see what happens. All right. We hope to see Jeff Armstrong next season at Putt Tour. But it looks like one more putt this season. Oh, maybe 2, 3, 4,
oh, no!
5. And Jeff
mental
leaves.
Breakdown right on camera. We got to see it here.
He's going to go take a crying game shower.
Go get some eat.
All right, Travis DeVita here. This is important. If he can ace this hole, he'll be our winner. A 2 ties, but all he has to hit is a 9 or better to make it to the final. Big surprise for Travis to perform so well today, Mark.
You got to keep that momentum going into sudden death.
It's an important putt. Oh, and that means David Neal, our champion, will win the second round. But DeVita will still make it to the finals. It'll be Max Savard, the Sasquatch, and Travis DeVita. Wow, unbelievable. I just caught a glimpse of Jeff Armstrong hurling his putter into the woods. If he leaves, I'm going to go get it, Mark, and it's my putter. Jeff Armstrong, he ends up 13 over and walking in the woods. Travis DeVita, even David Neal, the Sasquatch of putting, our winner for that second round. Let's go down to David Neal and our host, Dallin Getling, with our post-round interview.
All right, David, you pulled it off at the end.
Well, I tell you, Travis really showed us something.
I know,
coming out here
out of
today.
nowhere.
First, I tell you, very, very impressed with his play. But now we got some finals to go to.
Yep. Now we got some competition, and he, obviously he had the great lead, but you kept your cool, stayed the course, slowly kept up, and then that very last hole, you pulled. Hey, you were tied for the last few holes, right?
Yeah. Yes, sir. And it was tight. It was really tight, and you just take the breaks, and sometimes they go your way, sometimes not. But now we've got a new start on the thing.
No, so he's advancing as well. So
yes,
it's you and Max and Travis. So we'll do a sudden death thing, and good luck to you.
Looking forward to it. Thank
All
you
right.
very much.
Yep.
And we're back. Mark the Hammer Coleman, JT Tilley here with Pro League Network's Putt Tour. And folks, it is all over but the cry. And Max Savard, Travis DeVita, and the Sasquatch, David Neal, are about to play sudden death, Mark, for all the marbles. How does sudden death work? Well, it's funny you should ask that, Mark. Sudden death is one hole. Best score wins. If there's a tie, we move to the next hole, and we drop off the haters one by one till one of our three remain and take home all of the money, Mark.
I see that plus
$16 million.
Plus 1,800.
All right, let's go down to our final three and our host, Dallin Getling.
All right, these are the three that are advancing, and Max, you actually had the best score, so you get to choose which order you want to go in.
I'm going first.
Ooh, he knows what he wants. So, David, where do you want to go?
I'll go last.
Last, and that leaves you with?
Second, I guess not second place, but second in turn.
Yep. Okay, guys, let's do it.
Good luck, guys.
And here we go, Mark. It's the final round. It's sudden death. We wait all day for this moment to see who will be the champion this week and make their way to the championship tournament next Monday afternoon. Travis DeVita from our Street 3-on-3 Basketball League. David Neal from the Villages in Florida by way of Branson, Missouri. They call him the Sasquatch. And, of course, our defending champion, Max Savard, undefeated in sudden death so far this season. He's going to lead off here. We're back to the first hole.
These are the holes I like.
Max Savard looking for the hole in one. Oh, that's something we've not seen from Max in sudden death. It's a little bit of weakness here. He's going to take the deuce.
Now you can just watch.
Oh, a lot of wind here. All right, he takes the deuce here, and now Travis DeVita, if he can sink this putt, Mark, he can get rid of Max and then defend against David.
Cervicalitis there again.
Travis wants this win.
Pressure shot.
Wind's dying down just a bit. Good conditions here for Travis DeVita. Look at those kicks. He's coming in hot. Oh, and he's got the same turn here as Max, so he's going to go ahead and take the deuce and hope to go to the second hole. And now we've got David Neal with all the power here. If David can sink this putt, David will be this week's winner and our reigning champion. David Neal.
Biggest putt of his life.
And the wind takes the ball. It's going to be the same result. David's going to also take the deuce, and we will move to the second hole where Max Savard is the only man in Putt Tour history to have a hole-in-one until today when Travis DeVita also sunk a putt in one. So this is a tough, tough situation for the Sasquatch. And now Travis will lead off. Hole 2 is a challenging hole. Very, very difficult. This hole would eat you alive, Mark, if it were a person.
You can have me.
That's inappropriate, Mark. You can cut the tension with a knife. This is a big, big putt. I like big putts, I cannot lie. Travis. Oh, that was just so close, but that's okay. He's going to bring in the measure here, and he's got about a 5-footer, which hasn't been a problem for him so far today. Like you, Mark, Travis is a two-sport athlete, putt and basketball. That's a hybrid I've not seen before.
I can play all sports.
All right, and a deuce for Travis. Very impressive this afternoon. Ooh, that looked like he was going to swing at you. That's a big, dangerous man. David Neal coming in hot. He's also going to be happy with the deuce.
Could be here for a while today.
Got 3 great putters this afternoon. We're going to see if the wind is a factor. Here's a big gust of wind. Oh, and look at that. The wind takes David out of contention. That's been a big game for David, but he will be back next week with the champions.
Man, that hurts.
Great performance by the Sasquatch, but the wind absolutely took that ball out of the hole.
This
Here
guy
comes
loves
Max.
this situation.
Max is a clutch putter, absolutely. He loves being put under pressure. Now on the other side of this rock wall, there's a lot of wind, and Max is going to have to shoot blindly here. These dumb shoes are not going to help. Here we go, into the wind tunnel.
Is it enough?
Max Savard, and he fails. And he fails.
$1 million.
Max is going to have the same 5-footer that Travis just sunk, and Max is going to need this putt to move to the 3rd hole. Otherwise, Travis will be our champion this week, and no one saw it coming.
Pressure shot.
Well done. Travis came in at a plus 1,000, a huge underdog. Max came in as the favorite, and here we are neck and neck in sudden death in hole 3 at Brookside Mini Golf. And it's about to get nasty.
We could see it here. We could see it here for sure.
It is about to get nasty. Now, we don't have a lot of stats on Travis, but Max Savard has had hole-in-one on 3 2 times this season.
It's a straight putt. Got to be able to putt off 1 foot.
Very tense moment. Max goes all in.
Max
with a hole-in-one and a big. He's going over the fence. It's Max Savard. Wow, he is a clutch putter if there ever was one. But now the pressure is on Travis. If Travis can sink this putt, he will force this sudden death matchup to go to the 4th hole. Otherwise, it's a 3-peat for Maximus Prime at Putt Tour. Travis very focused, Mark.
I like his chances.
Oh my goodness, and that means for the day, Travis comes up a little short. Maximus Prime, our champion once again. Travis in 2nd and David Neal in 3rd. That was an incredible performance by Maximus Prime, the champion, reigning champion at Putt Tour. He'll return next week, Mark, with a championship tournament. Unbelievable. Rainey Statham will return. Maximus Prime will be here. David Neal, Justin Thomas, Travis Walsh, and Jody Kimball next week right here at Brookside Mini Golf in Branson, Missouri. It's Putt Tour, the season finale, the championship tournament.
Heck yeah.
I think they just wrapped it up. Did you? All right, I am here with the winner again. You're getting pretty comfortable with this role. I'm just thinking maybe you have a lot of people that you just want to give a new shout out to, but congratulations. It was kind of scary and almost kind of a reverse. Remember the last time when you won from a shot that Rainey taught you, now you taught this young Travis.
I passed it forward. I passed it forward to Travis, who aced it in his round. I saw that he got off to a tremendous start. I think he's saying the first 3 or the first 4.
Mm-hmm.
So that was awesome, but today you got to have some breaks that go in, but I felt so confident this week. Like I said, I had 7 good days of practice, so it paid off today, and I'm really happy with that. So I'd like to say hi to all the fans at home, all my friends from Quebec, all my family, the kids, my parents, and my girlfriend, and I look forward to competing next week.
Yeah, we'll see you next week, man. All right, that was your winner, Max Savard.
All right, three-peat, baby. Let's go. Woo!
You have it, friends. Another putt tour is in the books, and what a week it was. For all of us here at Pro League Network, myself, Mark the Hammer Coleman, Doobie, Dallin Gatling, and all the gang in New York City. Don't forget David Garduno and Jenny. It's been a great afternoon here at Putt Tour. Say goodnight, Mark Coleman.
Good night, Mark Coleman.
I was something very fun. They had a tournament back in 1986 and went out there and won second place.
I play mini golf because I've got a pig in the livestock convention down the road.
They call me Ace. I'm the youngest one out here. I'm in my rookie season, and I'm ready to show everyone what I can do.
I play mini golf because I turn 30 next month. It's about the only sport I can keep playing.